his teammate in behind him. He's got some support here in this aggressive stance, and he might just get around the backside of Mistic, who's currently in his astral form, but on board with the mid play. They are through a garage, and they're trying to wrap around the C site from the other side. Up through B they go. Magnum for one, runs out of ammo, and Russ able to trade out 1 for 1. So currently it is Fnatic who were down a player, but that kill from Brave puts them back into the 3v3.
Spike planted.
A little bit sad not to see Russ on the Sky, for example. I understand completely why, but some of the best games I've seen from Guild have been Russ on the Sky. And that is not the Australian bias in any way, shape or form. Good shots from Derke, and of course Sayf. Not so safe now as he gets popped off by Brave inside this region, and of course throughout into the playoffs as well. Mid hit. Derke making space, bursting onto site, and it means now that both of these teams are going to have to continue to try and use all of their utility to make this retake happen. And Guild, they're quite happy to let Fnatic get this plant down. They love their retakes, win conditions, that's on the board for them, but they have the weapons to do it now.
Yeah, Fnatic could be very happy about getting a free plant out of this, considering the weapons they've got. It's extra cash for the next round at least, and now they're trying to hold on for the round win, but great play. That gravity wall pulls him into the fight. Derke then easily eliminated by Russ. They tapped the spike, and so that's going to create a little bit of chaos now for Fnatic as they are worrying that defuse is coming through. It's not being stuck right now. Trexx and Russ getting the picks, and Brave sends his shotguns in. Everybody's going down. Magnum able to get one from the
pushing and prodding towards window, or rather garage.
Brave sending his drone on in to clear out any potential nukes and crannies in this C site. It's about to become a real bloodbath in this site as that rotation is starting to come back in from Guild. Russ, he's found the first. Derke is the first victim of play. Magnum able to make quick work of the follow-up, and Mistic will do the same. So Fnatic, they've got the advantage now. Spike will start to be planted. This time they can commit to it comfortably. In fact, they've got so much space to play with. They can drop back into some post plants, and this just increases the difficulty of the round win here for Guild, who have to play retake. And they don't really have a lot of control nor utility set up just to deal with this one. Boaster's trying to be neutralized, but right now he doesn't even care if he just doesn't get the kill, but he still does. He's all about buying time in that position, just trying to keep Guild away from it, but he's found a kill even. Now follow-up from Leo. Sayf and Leo have got it into the 2v2. Now pressure for Fnatic. Ult is taken away. Leo will tap again. They know they're not sticking it, and Brave will take down. Derke is about to be spotted. Trexx sees him, spots the blade. Storm Sayf, unable to find the opening, and has to drop back into the site.
He does get away with the operator for now, and that's going to be a very important part of holding this back. That's a nice little combo there. We saw the Rolling Thunder in with unison to be able to clap back, but the Rolling Thunder, it's able to do the damage they need to be able to evade it for just a second. A 3v3. Boaster still gets the plant down. I think that was a great response there from Leo. Once they'd heard the util coming out, they needed to be able to crush it before it was able to make that crushing blow.
Yeah, now Guild, they're all coming in from the same avenue. They're all coming in from the same position. Boaster throws in the Rolling Thunder just to try and commit to this one. Russ coming back in. Boaster's down first, but Derke, with that Blade Storm, able to deliver some damage. And now we have to look to Leo and kodamenta to get back into the side. Oh, Derke right through, commits to the right click. And now it's just Leo left. Diving down towards short. Brave will eliminate.
I mean, everyone was doing it. Everyone thought that that was the prime way to play. And it's clear that both of these teams now think it's going to be one of the key parts of their composition.
Derke moves on up. Just one for him. Leo able to come away with a double. kodamenta getting involved as well. kodamenta doubles up and sets up the platform for controls. They wanted to go for the C split, and they've got to slow it right down. Luckily, they've got time to play with here in a minute.
You'd also see that Sayf is all the way over towards A-Long again, still holding on to that angle. If he wanted to, I wouldn't say it's optimal with the operator in hand, but he could come sneaking up behind, and it's really only Brave that's checking out on the flank at the moment. No really utility to hold off on the flank. This is something that Guild could work with instead. They're taking these front-on fights, and as a result now, popping out the Hunter's Fury. Doesn't really get much for it, but Mistic on the other side will get his own.
30 seconds left.
Here we go. Spike down. And given an opportunity now for Sayf to show us his skills. We don't want to see him play safe. We want to see him play absolutely monstrous. He saw a player, and as another Cosmic Divide comes out, Trexx, he goes nuclear. He's on site. No weapons, no bullets left.
Are they expecting this kind of proactive defense from Guild? They had it in the last round against some weaker weapons. Now they're trying in some of the better guns, and it's worked out for kodamenta. He stuck around. Now Boaster rapidly racing to try and get that trade back, but he won't get there in time. And so Fnatic will have to play with a man deficit. It's just followed up as well because Sayf was holding towards C, and that's Mistic down. So now Fnatic in a 3 versus 5.
Fnatic still have a good opportunity now. They could even attempt to rotate. We know that they haven't been opting to do that whatsoever, and Guild are still stacking players on other sites in case they do choose to do that. But for whatever reason, Fnatic, they always love to commit to whatever site that they've already thrown utility on, and that's the second Blade Storm whiff today we've seen, but the flash came out, and that's what happens.
And now Fnatic sending their forces heavy towards C. 3-player start here at long. kodamenta's came in with the first kill again, but it's a Rolling Thunder being sent out by Boaster. He's been able to remove kodamenta with the Aftershock, and he's now taken to the site. So Fnatic looking to get that spike down. It is the flank play you have to be aware of inside of B right now. Derke, are they reading this? They will. They start to turn towards him. At least one for Derke, but here comes the Rolling Thunder on the other side of things to try and get Guild back in for the retake. A 3 versus 2, make it done.
My God.
Guild...
Let us not forget that Guild's best side on Haven is their attacking side, and they've already done fabulously on their defense.
A big kill from Derke. Although caught in position, so just go for one now. kodamenta and Russ decide to step up with some frags of their own, and Boaster realizes he's being shot from all sides, and he has to really dig deep to try and fortify his position. He comes out with one, but it's just Magnum left. And a clutch of this magnitude, wow, it just doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Magnum with the first. So much more to find here for Magnum. In a good position, they can double swing, and because of that...
Day at the office, of which Leo is not having.
Yeah, certainly not. He's having a great time, and you know, Guild going to try and get a bonus round win here. If they do, this could be one of the first nails in the coffin of Fnatic. It certainly makes things feel very comfortable for Guild if you take a bonus round win in the second half, already being up. And that kill, that's certainly helping matters out. Sayf with a follow-up. Spike isn't even down yet, but already they stand with 2 players to the good. And Fnatic have to try and find their way back in here. Sayf goes for a little bit of an overextension into Boaster. That's going to cost him his life. As Derke begins to wrap around, he's not going to read this position of Russ. That's an easy kill for the Spectre, and now it's just Boaster and Brave left alone as they all topple. This could be a very convincing round for Guild. Already has been, but Brave, is there anything in the tank? Can he do some damage on the way out at least? Found one headshot. A little bit of recon bolting, getting wrapped around from the other side. Brave just trying to fight every direction. Nano Swarm on the spike for the time being as well, and Brave down to 6 eventually will get caught. Holds water on the retake. Certainly didn't on the initial hold as they decide to set up what will have to be a C retake. Fnatic have certainly got the weapons to do it. Cosmic Divide is up for Guild, holding them back for the time being, and that is allowing Sayf just to play in and around it, causing problems. The Operator now goes into the open, and Russ just takes down 2. It's only Brave left, and it's a 1v4 for him. He knows the new kid on the block, exciting prospect, but not
kind
much.
of possibility there. And speaking of possibilities, Sayf says, I want to get into site, I want to get in quick. I can dash over the Nano Swarm, and that he will do. And now that he has access to site, they have to hit the shots. This is Fnatic's best chance, and no, it's gone. Mistic can't hold on.
Well, Sayf able to take 2 down. Trexx. This one onto Magnum. Boaster and Brave into the 2v2. This is certainly winnable for Fnatic. In fact, it is now favoring the Fnatic side. His kodamenta thrust into the 1 versus 2. He begins his wrap around. He knows that Brave is around here. Easy execution that turns it into the 1v1. It is the leader for Fnatic left in the clutch. The 1v1 for Boaster. If he wants to keep his team alive, he has to lead by example and win this clutch. Spike is down just in front of that Nebula. kodamenta moves towards it, collects it, and begins to back away. Nebula fades away. Boaster not claiming the info, but decides that the most likely play is for him to have collected that spike and make his way to a different site. So Boaster's trying to get ahead of the curve, but kodamenta is outbranding the leader. He's going back, and he's going right back to the C site. And Boaster's not on B. So this is going to be a plant opportunity for kodamenta.
A brilliant bit of bait and switch there. Boaster assumes he's picked it up, rotated over to B. No confirmation of a body on B, so he thinks, what about A? Maybe that's an opportunity for me. And as he places down his stars, surely Boaster has heard this. He can hear the spike being planted. He knows it's not on B, and as he has to make his way over, he has utility to play with here. This is the great thing. Out of all the players on the side of Fnatic right now, he has that Rolling Thunder. He has a flash to play with as well. If he plays this smart, he can do this.
He has the fault line. Rolling Thunder alongside of it. They start to wrap around. kodamenta ships in the night as he transfers over towards the garage. There goes the gravity wall. Boaster's looking the wrong way, but he's got into the corner, and that's going to be a comfortable angle for him to hold for the time being. But now kodamenta's moved into the fight. Tap again. Oh, he's betting it out. kodamenta now locked in and swings for the headshot. Gil.